All right, so back to this. Yeah, don't really have much else to say. We're seemingly at I think we can see how the game's developing and how it's gonna play out, right? Basically, we're gonna need to choose between Andrew or the entity, right? That'll probably determine whatever ending. Um, and then I think a big thing is probably the only other thing is if we go back and then go through the black door and then pick Andy and kind of see how that plays out, right? But that's basically it, I think, for at least Decay. Um, there is some achieves and stuff we haven't done though, but again, we'll see, right? Yeah, now that I'm actually finally making progress in Reborn, I feel better about like recording this, right? Again, so and because I will, there'll be about like coming here shortly, there'll be like a week where I won't be able to record, so it is just like, but we'll see, right? We'll see. For now, let's just continue this, right? Again, because we were supposed to just go to sleep, right? That was kind of the main thing, you know. Damn, he's already, I was gonna say he's already asleep, fucking dude couldn't even stay awake. And again, still have damn really. Oh well, I guess that's our So let's see what he and we also again one thing was we look through all the visions, right? So we're not demons, you know, too cannibalized, Let's see. Damn, just see. Damn, I was gonna say like pretty well compiled notes, He probably just did this shit now while he was waiting on us, right? So yeah, I was gonna say, what yeah, it was a tarsal, So talismans, but one that exists in the physical plane, right? Which is really the big thing. Yeah, so you can't enter a realm. So let's see. So again, right? Damn, what fell out of the notes? Hold on. Damn, it's like, what the fuck is he talking about? I was gonna say that's not I don't think that's Ashley, isn't it? Or is it? Who knows? Damn, dude. I was gonna say, dude, pretty heavy sleeper, Just because I don't see what else we're gonna do. So basically did everything, right? You're trying a frowny face. You gotta be kidding me. You're in English? Damn, what the Forte? Yeah, 40. What the hell? You know, damn, still arguing as hell. I was also gonna say we're assuming the demon can't even like, or the entity or whatever just can't hear us, like, and that it abides by. normal human rules of like, audio, like yeah, I was gonna say kind of a crazy thing to bring up. Okay, I was gonna say that's yeah, there's brother. They really had to add the blush here, but I was gonna say that is kind of a crazy thing, to bring up, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's also kind of crazy. Damn, really kicked his ass out. To be fair, I was gonna say we did slap her, right? So it is like, the uh uh was it, equivocation or whatever. Damn, so what the hell are we doing now? Damn, thanks. Oh, so we're here with this demon. We're just chilling with this demon. Hey, can we talk to this one? He's like, I need damn. He's like, what the fuck? Good evening, Mr. Entity. Well, all right, well, what is, okay, what was I genuinely do not remember our part of the deal, you know. Let's see. 5, container and candles, fried free. I was gonna say I don't know if there's a currency here. And again, he's like, yeah. So because yeah, he otherwise they would have just sent his ass there, and that's like, oh, can't bring you back. Sorry. Well, because the entity's probably like, shit, I'm still getting 5 souls. If I can't get rid of him, at least I'll get something out of it. You know, he hello, damn. I was gonna say hello. Can we? Damn, I'll say we got a lot of like regular souls. You know, yeah, it's dinner time. So yeah, let us and yeah, because we weren't able to enter. We can only enter there as damn. Hey, my bad. Damn, yeah. So really can't. Can we? Hey, can we go back to bed? She actually sleeping now? Well, I mean, I was gonna say I already read my fucking notes. So yeah, it looks like we'll just save and then talk to it. So let's see. Well, then what's in here? Huh, interesting. So I will. So this is yeah. So this is whenever we go to the dream room or whatever, the vision room. Good to know it's just connected to the rest of the so all right, let's save for now, right? Gee, why is this still open? What? Oh, I forgot this is just so yeah, let's just we got the bottle, we got the talisman, right? Oh wait, what candles in well, because we have the container, right? We got the bottle. So good thing you reminded me, otherwise we would have been fucked, you know. There we go. Just need to do a bit of exploration. So give me that shit. Damn, we just gonna summon his ass right here. He's like, damn, what the fuck? He's like, He's like, bitch, I can't fucking fit through this, you know. Damn, so I guess we can't oh well, good thing. So I was gonna say that was what, half of the oh, and we do have oh wait. Also, because I was gonna say, can't we just push this rock? Do we really want to push? Oh, I fucked that up, didn't I? I don't know why. God damn it. Well, wait, there was no. All right, I don't even know. Well, actually, hold on. Let us do this, shall we? Because yeah, I see what we're supposed to do. So, because we push this, give me these shits. Okay, what then? Oh, what? So wait, can I cross this? Nope. So yellow, blue. So what am I supposed to do? Yellow, blue, purple. How does turning this one affect anything here? I'm not seeing. Hmm. What am I missing? What are we supposed to be doing here? So because we can deactivate those, right? But what's the point of that, right? I'm thinking because they have to be facing a specific direction, right? You're kidding. I was gonna say at least we figured that out. So we had to deactivate these two, right? So, but then it's a question of, how do we get then how do we get to So then what combination is it? Also, because yeah, let me grab these fucking. So what combination is it that yes is so it's just whatever direction they're looking at. And yeah, again, I don't know if there's a point having those extra flowers, but let us put these two down then, right? I have no idea. Vision? Ooh. So what's the order? Wrong order. So it should be damn. What? Hey, damn, rip all these fucking goddamn big ass fucking circle. Holy shit. You know, let's see. Gonna say we're just gonna do the ritual right here and now, you know. I guess so. Oh, I was gonna say it's because I forgot to do these candles. Let's see. Damn. Hey, so this must be the big one then, you know. Yeah, we use the big fucking circle, some of the big one, you know. Hello? All right. What the fuck? So now we're dealing with a completely alternate entity, you know. At least the entity is reasonable. He's like, yeah, I guess you know, I don't recall you, you know. I guess it must not be important. So I mean, the only room we can go through is this top one, right? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Documents. Let's see. Give me these documents. Bitch. Hell no. I was gonna say this is not us. Weren't we an English major? False. You know, get the family man of his. Well, I mean, we killed. Who are we referring to by loved ones here, right? Does this? There's no way these choices matter. Just in case, I'm gonna make another save. All right. I mean, sure. What? Okay, so this is us then, right? Damn. So damn rip. This we get fucking killed. So is this a different Andrew Graves? I was gonna say who the hell is So it's like the freaking demon got the wrong guy. So hello. So what exactly are we supposed to do? What does any of this shit right now matter? What? So murder. Okay, murder. I'm so confused. Let's just do the top three. Murderer, student, good person. How the fuck am I supposed to know? So we're a murderer. We are, let's go with the bad ones. We're a murderer. We are a brother. We're not student anymore. And we are lovesick for our sister. Right. So yeah, sure. Let's see. Hello? Oh, we're going even. All right, what is going on here? The drawer is stuck. Oh, it's because this is the one that we put her in. So rip it's like damn, unfortunately, let's see. Problem area. Bitch, give me that shit. Let's see. What are these bandages for? Well, what are damn, that's crazy, you know. So I guess we okay, so all right. I'm thinking of honestly, I might end this part here. If we're just gonna go because the problem is I also don't know like how much of this like matters. You know what? We got another vision. Let me check it out. And the demon still. So yellow is visions of the past, right? So mother's intuition. So let's see what all right, crazy, you know, scene to walk in on. Damn, I was gonna say, you know, I was gonna say, goddamn, how many fucking different word, you know, mugs you got? Unfunny gift mug, you know. All right, what the hell is he talking about, you know? Yeah, no, all right. It's like, what the hell is your son yapping about? You know? Oh shit. We actually, is this the first time we're gonna we haven't seen this before though, right? All right, crazy thing to say out loud, you know. He's like, damn, I she's like, damn, I didn't even know that, you know. Yeah, and again, all that's she it's like, well, damn, you know, thanks for you know. Damn, what the fuck? So the parlor job, massage. All right, massage parlor, kind of insane, you know. Damn. So it, dude, this is hilarious that the entity is just playing with this fucking RC car. You know, it's funny as shit. Here's the thing. I think because like I really don't know where we're at and what we're doing in terms of like, the in terms of what's it called? In terms of, maybe we're only 25 minutes in. I guess it's just because I don't know how much of this matters, and how much of it doesn't. And like what's the because we're unlocking these. All right, what the fuck's going on here? Yeah, freaking see. Damn, this hello, I can't fucking walk. Oh, god damn it. Oh, haha. Get fucked. Hello? God damn it. How there we go. Take damn, what the hell? Friggin' flashbang? Let's see, 2 day suspension, god damn. And again, but so also there's no way that signature would or anything along those lines would be valid. But let's see. And yeah, Andrew's just doing everything, right? Hello? Yeah. Old notices. Oh, we're dead ass. Like, well, not right now. Hold on. So I guess sure, just do it. Holy crap. Um, I really gotta do it this way. 4 minus 1, 3, 3 times 3, 9, 1. Yeah, friggin' Leyley, fucking dumbass. Holy shit, can't even do a basic math, you know. Damn, too easy. So, well, is there an achievement for if we do it wrong? Also, I was gonna say, and again, it's because, but this is what I mean by shit flows downhill. It starts with, grandpa, right? Uh, again, kind of being critical of his son, for let's say choosing what he views to be as a unsatisfactory partner over focusing on the career, which then leads to again, you get Renee in the mother, right? And kind of, being the neglectful mother, right? And almost like again, and that leads to a lot of this being on Andrew, right? So, which again, because of the climate or whatever, the environment he was raised and grew up in, he cuts corners, right? In order to like appease, because he knows if he speaks out of line, right? So let's see. Yeah, it's like that's a you problem, dude. Like, yeah, biting people, like, all they get is detention. You know, I was gonna say, like, what school you going to? People just throwing, All right, but also I was gonna say repeat offender in the form of Leyley here, you know. And again, this really goes back to like I'm honestly this chapter, I'm gonna make a black screen. Like I really think this chapter really ups the ante on this game. Like, I mean, because what I'll say is obviously this game kind of made it's got known through, obviously the whole incest thing, right? I mean, okay, yeah, the game had shock value, right? For the first two chapters, but like it wasn't really telling a story. This is really what this game needed. We actually have like a story and depth and development to these characters, you know. Like I think, with what we're seeing, especially the focus on their past. I mean, yeah, they're fucking around with the demon, but realistically, not a lot of this was in the present. I mean, they went to, basically they ended up entering the demon realm, and that was really or the spirit realm or whatever, and that was really the only place they could kind of be. And the focus in the bulk, it seems like, is on the past, which is like I definitely think the right move here. You know, let's see. And again, because that fell on him, and he's kind of blaming himself, in this instance, right? On even though he was in a fucked up situation, he's blaming himself for not like taking a stand, right? Because he feels semi responsible for the way she is, right? Damn, what the fuck? He remembers us? A decade? Bitch, I was gonna say, when does this go back to when we killed you know, what the fuck? All right, now we're getting to some weird shit. All right, what unlocked this thing? Okay, this is what? You say I don't think these just get off the stage. Hey, how are these souls doing? You doing well? You doing well? Everything good? You know, damn, they're all fucking hell, how do I know which one's bitch? Keep the normal one. Nope, I was get hold on. We will be able to determine which one's ours, right? Let's be real here. No. So what does this one have to say? About microbiology? Nope. Definitely not. Kill their ass. Prioritize your happiness over mine, bitch. Nope. That's not ours. We'll be fine. Maybe. Damn, what the fuck? And what did this one say? Yep, nope, kill them off. Nope. It's this one. Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like an Ashley. So are we throwing her up on stage or what? There's no way these choices matter. Judgmental jerk, their words pierce. All right. Sidekick, this ain't us. That's Leyley. Main character. All right, not that, whatever. Judgmental jerk. All right. Noxious. Yeah, this is them. Yep, you're going there. And as this, okay. So then oh, douchebag. So douchebag is very clearly, so what does this one say? So this is very clearly the douchebag mannequin. Feel like this has to be the player one, right? Eh, protege. Fuck it, just stand on this one. Is this good? That would damn it. All right. Got it. Too easy, Hello? Flashback. All right, looks like school's at something on the weekend. Friend B. Damn, hey, we get I was gonna say this is like middle-aged. This is the first time we've seen this model. So this is what, probably like high school era? Like I think this is high school because they were probably in middle school before, right? Then this is high school, and then obviously college adult. Oh my God, bitch, get her out of here. I was gonna say we got the demon is there in the room, but okay, and that's you prom, All right, this is a crazy sight. Dude, friend B is like, what the fuck is going on? You know? So this is interesting. This is actually pretty fucking interesting. This is very different from what I expected a high school Ashley to be like. So she actually like, I mean, granted, what she just did was crazy, but she actually seems like kind of semi-normal, like kind of semi-relatively normal, like almost like, a bit reclusive, right? Like, not even wanting to like, berate whoever's at the vending machine, but like, this is probably the most normal we fucking seen Ashley. Like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, all right. This is a crazy conversation for these two to be having. They've always been like that, you know. Well, see, all right, yeah, kind of crazy, let's see. So that's actually, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow, all right. All right, crazy fucking thing to say, but yeah, oh yeah. Wow. Also, I was gonna say, because this isn't present day Ashley, and this is interesting, right? So we're seeing, his kind of also what's weird is I think this is really the first time we've kind of seen them actually like looking forward. Like we never really see their characters like facing forward, right? Or I guess as close as we can, So again, it's like so that is something to note and or point out, right? So, but it is interesting that he's this in. I'm making again. I need to make multiple black screen videos on this. I think you know, but again, I do think there is something to note in that high school actually seems to be relatively normal. Like I granted again, the whole hopping on like that was crazy. But like this is the most normal we've seen Ashley, right? And it's funny because I think it raises the question, what happened between now and their present day? I mean, obviously they get quarantined, but like what else, And again, it's especially funny to think this is after they killed that one kid, right? That wasn't Julia, that was some other kid. You know, is this the same douchebag that like brother? All right, crazy thing to like imagine. What the fuck? I was gonna say, dude is Mr. What is it? Um, Plastic Man. What the hell? Damn, dude. All right, this is so, dude. All right, this is kind of crazy. Like this is crazy that Andrew's imagining this, right? Brother, chill out. Oh my God. I stood him up. Damn, what the fuck? Damn. All right, tough luck for him. I was gonna say like, you know, because we know what's funny is the whole issue with these two is they're basically codependent, co-reliant on each other, right? It just happens naturally over time with, him basically completely taking care of her, right? And it basically it's, I mean, I don't want to say symbiotic, right? What's it, or parasitic, right? So, damn, like, let's see. All right. Well, I mean, was he a good dude? Like, I feel like that's all the question you need. All right, but hey, at least she fucking has friends. This is why I'm like, this is like the most normal version of Ashley we've seen, which is kind of insane. Like, I'm very curious that they like, I'm like intrigued that they're showing this like portrayal, right? So, even Julia is a crush. Well, we know who it is, right? It's fucking Andrew, right? He's like, yeah, that's literally me. Damn, that's tough, but like, damn, what the fuck, dude? I see this guy's like, damn, you're kind of fucked, aren't you? It's hard. Bruh, you're not lying to a fucking demon. Like, especially like, freaking this, greater entity, seemingly, right? He's like, no matter, I'll just look at it myself. Yeah, this one seems to be a lot more, reasonable, right? He's like, damn, I'm gonna see it anyway. I'll just ride the curtails. So, but it is, I feel like none of these choices have mattered so far, but I'm gonna end it here, right? You know, again, we're at 40. So again, that is probably one of the most interesting things we gotten out of this is a glimpse at, because obviously we've seen Andy and Leyley, right? Grade school, middle school, where they killed the kid, and obviously, their past with all that shit. We've gotten, modern day, or I'd say, like college, quarantine. We got that version of them, right? But this is the very first time we've seen them in like that high school years. And I do think it's so intriguing that that was basically the most normal version of Ashley we've seen. So I think that was really where kind of, even though they killed the kid, like, let's not forget that they killed a kid, right? Despite that, she still almost turned out normal. I think there's something to be said about that, where like it seems like she was and I think that's kind of what that was showing, where she was kind of semi turning out normal. And then it was Andrew who reeled her back, right? All that time taking care of her, right? It affected him just as much as her, right? So, and that's again where it's, parasitic, symbiotic parasitic relationship, right? But I think with that, I think this is a good place to end it, right? I don't really have much else to say there. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.